Three. Here we go. I roll by myself, ain't got no friends. Hustle all day, try and stack those ends. Went to ATL, brought a brand new Benz. Call me Khaled, all I do is win. I went to ATL, brought a brand new Benz. Call me Khaled, all I do is win. People discuss my success. They see me shining and get upset. You should love more and hate less. Chasing hoes while I chase checks. I enter the room and break necks. Your girl said she want a rough neck. A little light conversation and some rough sex. I up text if I get too stressed. Hit him for the cash, leave his body a mess. Half I reinvest, then divide the rest. Triple B. Yeah. What's up? Welcome to the Pulling Cards Podcast. This is a special Thursday edition. Game 6 NBA Finals edition. This is Pulling Cards Podcast. I'm your host, Triple Beam with the lovely Sharonda. What's up?
What's up?
I don't know, man.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked.
I'm really shocked.
That shit surprised me.
I could lie and say I'm not, but I am. I'm shocked. For real.
But I will say this. When I look at it now, in hindsight, it's like, damn, I should have fucking thought of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the last time they playing in the building, right? So it was almost like fitting for it to end in the building instead of going back to Toronto and ending it in Toronto.
Yeah, but no, I'm shocked.
I'm shocked. I am. But like I said, in hindsight, it's like,
I mean,
yeah,
I can see that.
I see what them motherfuckers was trying to really do. And then, like, they gonna open up a new arena next season. Motherfuckers ain't gonna even, they gonna be like a whole new team. That shit could just be crazy. Anyway,
I'm shocked.
I'm a little bit shocked. So that's the shit right there. Toronto Raptors are the NBA champions. And I don't even know how I feel about this shit.
I'm shocked.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'm shocked about, Golden State losing on their home floor. You know what I'm saying, in Game 6. I'm shocked about that, definitely. But what I'm saying is, I don't know how I feel about Toronto
being the champion.
Being the fucking NBA champion. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Marcus. Man, chill that shit out, B.
Summer vacay.
Man, what the fuck? Boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash, we'll pull your car. Now, I'm going to tell you what really got on my fucking nerve. And I know this some bullshit. Like, I feel like professional sports are, to a certain degree, I think professional sports are kind of planned out and the outcomes are kind of, scripted.
Right.
You know what I mean? I might be wrong. That's just what I believe. All right. Now, with that being said, and what got on my nerve is watching the fucking game, right? And you hear the commentators. They talking about Golden State, and they are basically saying, oh, it's a valiant effort that they're giving, forcing a Game 6 and being short-handed and, and like almost like they really weren't supposed to.
Like they were struggling.
Yeah, like they weren't supposed to be where they at, and like, it was a miracle that they're there. And they pushing this shit on people, and I know people buying this shit.
but I'm not buying it because it's the exact same team that won 73 games in 2016. So this is just 3 years. It's the exact same team. And you trying to tell us that they're not really, not supposed to be matched up with Toronto. And Toronto really, they don't even match up with them, really, when you look at it on paper.
Well, this has been a boring series.
The whole fucking playoffs has been boring.
It's been boring. Like, nobody had parties. Nobody got together and ate and watched the game. It's been boring.
It's been boring. Unless you live in Toronto or in Oakland, you probably were not really interested in this
Not
NBA
even
finals.
tonight.
Not even tonight. Like when I came home, the game was on. Nobody was watching it. The shit was on like mute. The volume wasn't even up. It was on mute. And the game was on. I was like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't watching this shit?
No, it was boring.
That shit was
And
boring.
still, it's like, I'm still shocked. I don't know.
That shit was.
I don't think that was scripted.
I ain't. To a certain degree, like I said, in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, maybe. Because, I don't know. It just don't feel right to me. This whole this whole shit is, I don't know. It's boring.
It is. I agree.
So, I guess we're going to be waiting for some fucking football.
I can't wait.
So, yeah, we didn't get to do this podcast last night, but we're doing it on a special Thursday edition. Thought we was gonna be able to come back Game 7, but that shit is a wrap. That shit is a wrap.
Yep. Over with.
Yep.
I still thought they was gonna pull it off at the end.
I kind of did too. There was a bunch of crazy shit that happened at the end. Draymond called a timeout. They ain't have no
Like
more
that was
timeouts.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But it was kind of smart because if he hadn't called a timeout, the time was gonna run out. They weren't gonna be able to get a shot up. It's only like 0.9 seconds left, so that shit was like, oh.
Yeah.
Steph had a chance. It was a 2-point game. They threw a backside pass on the inbound. They screened Steph around, and he got a little room for a 3, but you was only down 2. You ain't really had to take the 3.
Right.
Wait a minute. I think they was down 1. Like he could have pump faked them right there. They would have went flying. He could have drove the lane and made a play on the inside. To me, but
I don't know.
But that shit's dead now.
Yeah, it is. It was boring watching it too. So.
Yeah, that whole shit was fucking boring. All right, so let's get into some shit, man. See how long I've been on this motherfucker talking. I've been talking for a minute. I ain't used no effects when I was talking about this shit.
Good.
Huh?
You act like you can't not use them.
I should have, because the way they fucked up that shit, it was like, okay, because I just knew Steph was gonna hit the shot.
I did too.
Oh, I almost forgot. I almost fucking forgot.
What?
Down the stretch of the game, right? Because I left. I had to go do something. So when I left, I came back and I'm watching the game. I wasn't paying the shit really no attention as far as, the players on the floor and that. I'm just watching, the game. They running up and down the court. But it just dawned on me right now as we speak. For the whole final 4 or 5 minutes that I got to see, Klay Thompson was not in the game.
Oh, he got hurt or
Oh,
something.
shit. That's the excuse. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, he got hurt.
I
like
wish I had seen it.
somewhere.
This shit was so fucking boring. They miss LeBron James in the playoffs. The NBA, I promise you, they won't make this mistake again. They miss LeBron in the playoffs.
LeBron James.
Who?
LeBron James.
They miss him for real.
Who?
LeBron James.
You childish.
If LeBron had been in the playoffs, like motherfuckers would have really been tuned into this shit.
Yeah, because I don't know.
He a more exciting player.
Like
He
either gonna love him or hate him.
Yeah, he
so
got
he
this
got
little-
that crowd.
Yeah,
They
he
gonna
got-
the ones that's gonna watch him because they love him, and the ones that's gonna watch him because they hate him.
He's polarizing. That's what it's called. He's a polarizing type figure. So they gonna be there and they gonna check that shit out. He'll be there next year.
Oh Lord.
Yup. So, finna get into some other stuff because we done did this shit. Sports, this shit is over with. The NBA is over with. I don't want to hear nothing else about the NBA until the season starts again next year. I don't hear shit.
Well, if you watch Skip and Shannon every morning,
Oh, you already fucking know they're gonna be on that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? What is it?
I got a 7-on-7 game Monday and Tuesday. I just made one Monday.
Okay, son.
Stop trying to chill.
What?
Hold on, let me see what time it is.
Man, go put a shirt on. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Man, I'm at home.
Man, I don't give a damn. Go put a shirt on, bro.
At home.
is this your gas?
Huh?
Is this the gas?
Hell no, he's not a fucking guest. He's a fucking... yeah, a goofball. Get your ass out of here.
You do
I'm
know
trying to see
this
what
is
time.
going on YouTube, right?
Okay.
Oh.
Go put a shirt on.
I'm at home.
I don't
And it's
care.
nighttime.
You're in... What's this called? Community fucking quarters. Go put a fucking shirt on, bro.
Home.
What? Yeah. This what's gonna happen. This what's gonna motherfucking happen. It's gonna be some motherfucking drama.
We waiting.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Tell him. Tell him.
Who?
Him.
That's what the fuck gonna happen.
What they say?
Catch me outside, nigga. How about that?
Another one.
Tell me I had a 7-on-7.
These your kids. Anyway.
Finish him.
That's how it's gonna be on his ass. Like Mortal Kombat. Like
You
nigga done
still
told
on-
nigga done told you like 3 times, nigga. You playing.
And what it say?
Huh?
What more to come say?
Finish him.
Well, I was about to
Finish him?
yes. Had to restrain myself. I was like, damn, this shit going out. Had to edit that shit out.
You poor child. He didn't even know he was in danger.
Hell nah, he ain't know he was in danger.
Anyway, what was you saying?
If I'd have jumped up on his ass, it'd be like this. Hey, he would thought it was fun in games. I'd have jumped up on his ass. He'd have been
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
shit.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Wait.
I would have laid his ass out. Bow! Then your ass would have been like,
He needs some milk. He needs some milk.
get it some milk, man.
Wait a minute.
Well,
He had you hot for a second, didn't he?
who?
Your son.
Hell yeah. I'm like, dude, I told you, like, first of all, we having a conversation. You walk right up behind me and stand up behind me, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is you? What is it? You see, we doing the show. We having a conversation. What the fuck?
I can't.
Then on top of that, he was like,
I cannot.
I said, bro, go put a shirt on.
3 times.
3 times.
Oh, good.
See, motherfuckers watch the podcast. I'm like, damn, you can't handle your son, B. So I have to show him, you know.
Have to finish him.
Shit.
Finish him.
You foolish.
Stab your heart out and finish him.
Now you done went too far. Stop.
Shit.
Okay, what was you saying before you was interrupted?
Okay.
Say what?
I don't know. Fuck. All right, this is what I was saying. So we did the sports topic. So shit, we ain't gotta.
Boring.
What? Oh, the game.
The
That shit
sport.
was boring. That shit was horrible. Horrible.
So anyway. Okay, what?
All right. So, well, I need to figure out though. Should I go into these topics now, or should I go to break and then come back and then jump into them? Because I'm trying to figure out exactly how long we've been on. We've been going about. Ain't been going about like 20 minutes.
We can break.
We're going like 20 minutes. I think we get 10 more minutes. We'll go to break, then we'll come back with these topics.
All right, yeah, because we jumped straight into sports.
Yeah, we just
so
jumped straight into sports.
How
Yeah.
was your week?
My week?
Yes.
It has been. How has my week? It's been short.
Really?
Yeah, it's been short. Like it'll be Friday tomorrow. It really seems like it's only like Wednesday to me right now. But tomorrow will be Friday, so it's been kind of.
Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Yeah. Okay.
It's been a quick week. I mean, other than that, it's just the same old thing, you know.
Yeah.
I feel sometimes I get to the point where it's like I'm overwhelmed. There you go.
Yeah.
Like I got like it's a lot of shit
Yeah.
that you be want to do, but you can't. I can't stop. You know what I'm saying? I put up a video the other day on Instagram, and I shared it on Facebook as well. Well, I was talking about that exact same thing. Like I just need more. I want more. I gotta see more. I gotta do more. I gotta get more. I gotta be more. Like everything has to be more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it at any fucking at all costs, by any means necessary, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. I gotta see it to the end in what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Can't stop.
So I mean, it's a challenge, especially, you know, coming from where I come from. It's a huge challenge. You know what I'm saying? And it's a risk for me as well, because you know what I'm saying, I put, you know, everything I do, I have to put my own bread up. I have to, you know what I'm saying? So it's always a risk involved, and I have to just, and then I sacrifice other shit too to make certain other shit happen.
Right.
Motherfuckers don't realize, boy, this shit is a big sacrifice. Try to be what you want to be and do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to really just settle.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is. It is.
And
That's true.
So yeah, me settling, for me, it's like shit. That's the easy out. Like I can settle and be where I am now and continue to be where I'm at right now, which is it ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. We living, we eating, but it's still. I just feel like, you have to continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? It just can't stay in one spot.
Right.
That's just my opinion. That's my mindset. And I ain't saying if
it's true. You can.
Yeah. But then you got other people who are content and they stay in that, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with it.
It's not, but
it's not me.
It's not me.
It ain't me.
Like, yeah, no.
Yeah. So that shit.
I don't get that though. I mean, I guess it's the easy way. Basically, if you content and you settle, it's just the cop out. It's the easy way out.
It's the easy way to live. Like it ain't no pressure, ain't no stress. Like there ain't nothing outside of the norm for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not putting yourself in any uncomfortable situations. You're gonna stay comfortable. You're gonna stay around the same people. You're gonna stay around. You're gonna go to the same places.
You're gonna do the same thing. Stuff.
And so you get comfortable with doing that, and you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You could kind of generally, understand what the situation gonna be because you done did it so many times before.
Right.
But when you put yourself in a position where, okay, you gonna grow or you gonna do something different, and you gonna, and so when you're doing that, it's always gonna be a bit of trepidation because you ain't did it before. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a bit of hesitancy. You're gonna be hesitant to even start. Fear is gonna creep in your mind. Just the fear of doing something different, the unknown. If money's involved, you're like, oh, I'm gonna lose this money if I try to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or new people. You meet new people. It's like, damn. So you feeling, a bit maybe like nervous. You feeling all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to just say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But shit, you got, like for me, I had to get to the place to where that feeling that you get when you doing something new, that I had to get to the point to where I crave that feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you know that you on the right track.
Yeah.
Like this shit right here that we doing, like the podcast, and we got, the potential of millions of people that's watching and listening right now. That's the possibility based on the fact that this is on a global platform. You know what I'm saying? So at any moment, you could have one eye, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. It could be 1 billion eyes watching you at any moment on this platform. You know what I mean? So I was nervous as fuck to do this shit.
I wasn't.
Get
Never have I ever.
You know you lying.
I was not.
You know you fucking lying.
No. I don't have a nervous bone in my body.
Bruh. Bruh.
Day one.
Yeah. But you gonna, I was nervous as fuck.
Poor thing.
Public speaking, like to speak in front of people, horrified. You know what I mean? Terrified to do that shit. But I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And just when I started back performing and got on stage and shit, for the first time, like, out of my mind, leading up to this show, I was so fucking nervous. You know what I mean? Like, never really been this nervous before in my life. And people didn't really understand because, they know me to perform, in the past.
Right.
Shit. That shit don't mean shit. But I knew I had to get that first one out the way. And the second one, I was nervous too, but I wasn't as nervous.
As the first one.
As the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, now, I think, I had to perform. I was like,
it still wouldn't be.
Nah.
Nah.
Because it's still kind of new and fresh. Plus, I got that heat, too. That helps.
That fire.
Hell yeah. Yo. So, just just doing that shit. And I encourage people, man, shit, you got to, got to get outside that box, outside of that comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself to the limit.
It's hard.
You got to.
But it's hard.
It is. It really is.
Fear is a motherfucker.
Man, fear will stop a grown man in his motherfucking tracks. And these motherfuckers ain't scared of shit. Motherfucking niggas ain't scared of shit.
Nothing.
But it's always when it comes to like elevation as personal like growth shit and trying to do something that they ain't never did before. That fear will stop a grown man in their fucking tracks.
Straight up.
Shit.
Straight up.
Yeah, you gotta overcome that shit. That shit ain't cool. Like, I'm the type of motherfucker where I think about shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think on a level of all the time, like, damn, I should have did this. I should have did that. And I don't like to say that to myself. I don't like to think that. So everything that I feel like I want to do, I want to try it and do it to the, my best ability. And then once all of that shit has been exhausted, whatever the chips lay after that, I'm cool with it. But if I did never try the shit, it's like, hell no, I still got that itch and I gotta scratch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You like them too.
What?
That you'll try some shit.
Oh, I'm gonna do some shit.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do
we
it.
We be talking about them people that's free, but your ass be doing.
I'm gonna do some shit. Like,
You
I
be
don't really
doing.
give a fuck. I do, but I don't at the same time. If that makes sense.
You'll do some shit.
Man, I'm gonna do some shit.
I be like, what?
I'm a doer,
Here we go.
not a doer. What you be like?
Here we go. He finna have me doing some shit. But anyway.
I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna do some shit. Like, and I do shit that I know motherfuckers be like, how did this nigga pull this shit off? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull this shit off. And the biggest task that I put myself to right now at this moment, and I'm working on it right now, And this shit is, when this shit happens, it's gonna be huge. And motherfuckers gonna be like, how this nigga pull this shit off?
Well, good. That's what we want them to say.
You goddamn right. I ain't gonna stop. I mean, like I said, even if it don't happen, it's just gonna be, you know, in my spirit, it's gonna be like, shit. I did, you know, I did my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. After that, I don't give a fuck. But if I ain't even try, or even if I try, you know, try, but you ain't really try as hard as you should, then you still sell, like you was telling Marcus, you cheat yourself.
Like, that's foolish.
Nah, I ain't gonna cheat myself. I'm gonna put everything out there.
Why would you? That was my life lesson. I'm telling you, he needs those.
It's like you got a good hand, right? You playing poker. So you got a good hand. You know you got a good hand, right? And instead of you pushing all the chips out there, you afraid. You only put like a couple chips out there. You know what I'm saying? And the hand you got, it win. But you ain't pick up but like a couple chips when you could have picked up the whole bag. You could have picked up everything. If you'd have just pushed them out, you was scared. You scared to push that money out there.
But damn, yeah, I don't know. I guess
Scared
you cheat
money,
yourself
dead
in
money.
poker.
Huh?
That's cheating yourself in poker.
That's being scared to invest in your shit.
Yeah.
You got a good hand. You scared to invest it.
My son better not cheat himself no more.
Hell yeah.
So that's it. Your week was just short.
I had a
Nothing
short
eventful happened.
week. Eventful? What kind of event happened?
Nothing juicy.
What kind of juicy
Nothing
shit happened?
juicy. Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing. I'm asking you about your week.
You asked me if anything juicy happened. I said, yeah. No, I mean, I said, no, what juicy? I ain't know. I thought you was alluding to something.
No, I'm asking. I'm trying to see about your week.
Well, what about your goddamn week? Was anything juicy happen?
No. At all.
Nothing.
No, my mom fell and shattered her toe. I don't know if that's juicy or what.
How the fuck I know you was gonna say that shit?
It's the first thing popped in my head.
Nah. How did she break her fucking toe?
Her bed sits up high. She's trying to reach for her charger to put her phone on the charger. And she slid off the bed.
And broke her damn toe.
Trying to protect the knee. She just had surgery. Don't put that music on my mom's story.
I put the wrong music on.
No, you did. You knew what you was doing.
That was the wrong one. She needed this right here.
First of all,
She needed sad music when she fell broke that damn toe.
talking about it, and I thought the first thing I thought is I'm about to slide off.
She slid off that motherfucker like she was on a sliding board or some shit. Like she was at the water park.
Straight off.
Damn.
But yeah, so
Yes, sir, man. Hey, the podcast, this is the 17th episode. I think we gained a couple more people who's mentioned us and said that they was watching. We appreciate it. Keep it up. We definitely do appreciate it. the Pulling Cards podcast. Look, we're gonna go to some new platforms too. Try to get this thing going. Get some more viewership in here. But yeah, man. If y'all out there, man, y'all listening, shit, don't let fear stop you from making that next step. That next step in your career, your education, the next step, you know what I'm saying, your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't let fear stop you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I ain't saying just jump out there blind and just, but, educate yourself. Get yourself out there, man, and do what you gotta do. Shit. I'm gonna say this too. And this for people like who wanna do something that they ain't never did, and you like, okay, I don't know how to do it. I ain't gonna shit. The best way to teach yourself is to just jump out there and gain that experience. Take them L's in the beginning and learn from it and keep that shit pushing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the only way. Take them L's in the beginning and keep fucking pushing. Straight up. With that being said, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back in a minute. This is the Pulling Cards Podcast. You dig?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Flight 2998 bound for Atlanta, Georgia. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely. All electronic devices should now be turned off and stowed as they may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication systems.
Flight team, say hello to the flight team.
He don't even know it, and she ain't never seen it. We them clean up boys and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean it, clean it. He don't even know it, and she ain't never seen it. We them clean up boys and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean it. Can you swing it? Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Can you swing it? Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Rock did a legend do this shit, they never did it, but they so bitch made that they never admitted out the motherfucking part that pussy, yeah, I hit it with the dick and with the mic that let it serve good with it. I'm in it to win it, finish it if I begin it. For enough cash money, I can beat it in a minute. It's the leader of the game, the immortal gas pack.
If you blowing like that, spit not past that.
To me, I'm my nigga big ass, daddy fat sacks, yeah, we out here, hope like you
Kansas ass crack.
Go to chasing all day, then get to counting all night. She told me come home on sober, told her she be alright. Haven't seen her in a week, and I'm hiding in the kite. She went to asking in my cheek, and look, I got an early flight. I threw a picture up on Instagram. Bitches be like, I'm getting richer, nigga. Yes, I am. Under street light, yeah.
Flight team, say hello to the flight team.
He don't even know it, and she ain't never seen it. We them clean up boys, and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean it, clean it. He don't even know it, and she ain't never seen it. We them clean up boys, and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean it. Can you swing it? Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Can you swing it? Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it.
The flight team, leave you messing like the fight scene. The shit is hot, melt the track like some ice cream. Now the shit
Motherfuckers. Shoot shit. The illest. Yep. No disrespect me, that's a motherfucking. some. No, cinco, seis, siete, ocho. Disrespect me, that's a motherfucking no. I went from no though to getting more though. I don't need no help, I do the shit for Dolo. She rhymes that I wrote though, hot like cocoa. I'm really good, you little motherfucker, so. Dipping in the Lolo, pose for a photo. VP on my chain, that's the motherfucking logo. Disrespect beam, that's a motherfucking no. Cinco, seis, siete, ocho. Holes in his polo. Brain like a dodo, you belong in a circus, you motherfucking bozo. She rocked a cute afro, heels by Manolo. Said pick her up at 8, I was a motherfucking no-show. Bitches like a little shaky under questioning, them pussies might fall. My jury like gray, your jury like gold. Some get it, some don't, that's the way life goes. Took my shit to the labels, they told Beam no. So I kicked down the door, I ain't asking no more. Create my own lane, 5 G's for a show. Now they won't beam the sign, I told them bitches no. Drum dummy on the beat.
Another one.
Y'all hey. Man, you know. I hate to toot my own horn and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, being the best at this shit. You know, I just I'm gonna let the people decide that shit. I ain't gonna even get into that. I'm an artist. Alright, so here we go. This part of the show is brought to you by Beeman's Record Service. You never know when you need a tow. If you find yourself in a situation where you come outside in the morning, you got a flat tire, you need help with a tire change. Dial 601-575-6071. We'll send a technician out to help you with a tire change. If you find yourself in a situation where you lock your keys in your vehicle and you need a door unlocked, dial 601-575-6071. We'll send a technician out to help you with a door unlock. If you find yourself in a situation where you left your lights on and your battery is down, dial 601-575-6071. We'll send a technician out to help you with a jump start. If you find yourself in a situation where you've been in an accident or you're having mechanical problems, dial 601-575-6071. We'll send a technician out to get your vehicle loaded and secured and delivered to the nearest repair facility. That's Beeman's Record Service. You never know. You know what it is. You never know when you need a tow, you dig?
You just never know.
You never fucking know, man. That shit happens to anybody. Should have happened to anybody.
Can you tow these allergies out of my life?
You gonna need to call Dr. Beeman for that. I'm gonna have to put on my scrubs and shit right there.
But you can get rid of it?
Hell yeah.
How?
Shit, I know everything.
I'm
a jack of all trades.
But how you gonna get rid of it?
I can't tell you that. I have to put you on the anesthesia.
It's the worst. But anyway.
Yeah, so I was about to say some shit and I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Damn, I hate that. I hate that shit.
Me too. It happens. It do. It happens. Sorry.
Anyway, I got a topic for y'all.
Really?
Yeah. Alright, so this is for the people. We was having a discussion the other day. Alright, and I'm gonna see how deep we can get on this topic right now, you know, on this podcast. Because I know we tend to be a bit more candid and when we talking off air. And on top of that, once you talk about something, it's hard to get those same, you know, emotions and the same, you know, things back up again. You know, you got to be able to, you know, I don't know what the word is for, but it's very, very difficult to do.
Like you got to be in the moment.
In the moment. Great point. Great way to put it. The moment.
Yeah.
And it's hard to recreate a moment.
I don't know. Because when it comes to your kids, you can recreate that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't saying, listen.
Moments like.
Certain moments is hard to recreate.
Yeah.
Because you can go back to like, and I ain't saying like with your kids, because even then, what about if...
Well, I was just thinking about all the... But anyway, what was the topic?
What was you thinking about?
No, I was just thinking about all the stuff. And what you was talking about, we was talking about. But go.
Oh,
So
I
go.
know what you talking about. Yeah. But even then, that first moment, it's gonna be the most rawest emotion that you got. Everything else, you just trying to build that same emotion back up that you had from the beginning.
No,
And it's not
agree.
Huh? You know,
as far as me, as far as I go, no, I don't agree.
So you can get the same emotion.
Same emotion. I still feel the
feel.
same when it comes to my kids. And, you know. But anyway, go.
All right. But the point, the conversation that we had, we was talking, and it was based on we was talking about.
What was it based on?
It was based on, I'm trying to figure out how to get to what it was based on without saying exactly what it was based on in the beginning. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No, what I'm saying is it's a broader point, a broader topic.
I get that.
But we broke it down on a smaller level.
So you just chop it up, make it real short, and get to the broader topic.
I don't know how to do it. All right, I don't know how to get to the broader topic, but we'll just start right here. All right, we was talking about the economy and power positions in American society, as far as like whether it be in political positions or high economic positions in America. And we were talking about the ratio for as it being, you know, black people versus like white people, because it's basically segueing off of what we talked about last week when we talked about, you know, bringing black society, you know, out from where it was and maybe bringing it onto a higher level of society. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of segueing off that shit. And so what we was talking about, and it was kind of crazy to think, because see, what my brother was saying last week was, you know, he was saying that if he was saying how to bring black people from from the level where we are, as far as like
poverty.
Yeah, basically, you on a poverty type level. Basically, he was saying like, was it possible for black people to become the dominant society in America? Basically what he was saying. And I was like, hell no. And this topic, what we're talking about now, it kind of brings it to another level of focus where you can see what I'm talking about. Because when we look at these positions, right, and we was talking about like business owners, you know what I'm saying, high top ranking officials in law enforcement and in media, all of these positions. At the very top level, it's mostly all white. We talked about these Fortune 500 companies, and we talked about in the boardroom. When you go to the boardroom and you had the meetings and they setting their policies and their guidelines for how the company is going to be run and where the funds is going to go and how they're going to be spent. The presidents of these banks and these financial institutions, you know what I'm saying, when they in their boardroom and they meetings, you know what I'm saying, and they sitting around the table, you might have 20 people in the meeting, or however many people on a board, and
Zero.
I don't know this
Might
because I
be.
hadn't been in those boardrooms, but I could only imagine that the number
It's
of black
zero.
people, huh?
Zero.
It's
Zero.
if it ain't zero, it's close to zero.
Zero. I can see it being zero.
And this is the issue that we're having when you're talking about elevating black people to a higher level of status within this country. The people who set the policies of these companies, the people who set the policies politically, you know what I'm saying, in law enforcement, the people who run your towns, your city government, your state governments, for the most part, these people are white.
True.
So we talked about the number. And this number, it really had, when I said it, I shocked myself when I said it.
And disturbed me. I was like, ugh.
I shocked myself when I said the number. Okay, because I was like, okay, when you look at the boardroom, right? So you got the top level executives at Walmart. They in the boardroom, they having a meeting, they discussing Walmart. The same thing with the Koch brothers, Procter & Gamble, Berkshire Hathaway, any one of these big corporations that you can think of. When they have their meeting, you put all of them together, you put the whole board together, and you add it up. And I told you over the whole country, I said it probably, the ratio would be out of 1 million people, I said it might be 100,000 that's black.
And I was like, what?
And when you say 100,000 on the surface, hold on.
And another one. That's when you're supposed to hit that. And another one.
Hey, no questions. We're doing the show. We're not interviewing kids right now. Oh, right when I'm making my point, this little redhead come in here and want to get some free TV time. No.
You better get off my kids.
So, the ratio, I said it was 100,000. And when you say 100,000
to 1 million.
Right, you said it's 100,000 to 1 million. Black, white. So when you say 100,000, a lot of people that's listening, they might, 100,000.
No.
So, but when you break it down, you got 100,000 black, 900,000 white. With that being said, if you line them up together and put them in a pile, it'll be like finding a black person will be like finding a needle in a haystack.
True.
You would not be able to see the black people. And that's the difference. And I'm being very, very generous with that number of 100,000.
In the boardroom?
Yes. In my opinion, I think I'm being generous. I mean, there ain't nothing to it to do it. You can do the research and find out. I'm pretty sure.
Can. And I will. Let's poll it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find out. And we ain't got to do every single corporation.
Right.
But we could do, I say if you did the top 10 corporations and you got that number, and then you could kind of look and kind of guesstimate.
And see, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you did the top 10 corporations, the boardroom, and see how many brothers in the building. You know, brothers or sisters, black, women or men that's black. And I would say it probably wouldn't be zero. It might be one. I'm saying that I said the top 10 corporations.
I'm saying you won in the top 10, just one.
In the boardroom, probably just one.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know that. It's just I'm just guessing.
I hope that's wrong.
I don't know. But we talked about that shit. That shit is crazy to me.
It is.
And then another thing, I was looking like, and I made this point, because you got to remember, before we had cars, they was riding horses.
Start that shit.
So where did they get the horse from? Like black people had to go get a horse. They had to go see a man about a horse. Had to go see a man about a horse. So
you know what?
What? That was it. He had to go see a man about a fucking horse. So then they done away with the horses. Damn. So they done away with the horses, right? So once they done away with the horses, they start making cars. So they had the car lots like what we got now, where you go around and you see, thousands of cars on the lot. Brand spanking new 2019s out there. 0 miles. They got as many of them as you could possibly see. And then you got a lot here, a lot here, a lot here, and a lot here. Who's buying all these motherfucking cars? They brand new. Seems like all these fucking cars, like everybody should be in a new car. But that's not either here nor there. That's a conversation for another day. So they got the lots now. No more horses. So when the company make the cars and they send them out to these car lots to be sold, where black people, and not just black people, white people too, but we're talking about black people. Black people go and buy these cars. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now these are the first companies that's in position. Who put these people in the position to be the first people to sell the cars? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, who did?
I don't know. And so now they still selling cars. You know what I'm saying? They still selling. Like you got people in these positions. You see what I'm saying? So we went from banking, right? With the gold standard. Where people had, I don't know what they was doing. They was bartering or whatever. Then they went to the banking system. Then they went to the Federal Reserve System, and they set up banks in neighborhoods. And when they set up banks in neighborhoods, they put people over these banks. And the people that was over these banks, they control the money and who was, who they decided.
Over the banks.
Huh?
Who's over the banks?
Exactly. We know it's white people. And they put them in these positions.
Well, who put them there?
I guess.
Some more white people.
I guess so. So this is what we have. It's a systematic thing where people are put in these positions. That's why I said when I was talking to these brothers, they were talking about, and they kept using the term dominant society. But it's not a dominant society. It's a perceived dominance, but it's only based on the fact that wherever these resources come from, they go through white people first. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? If it were reversed, and if the resources flow through black people first, then black people would be perceived as being a dominant society.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's what you was trying to tell him.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I get that. Did he get that?
I don't know. Hopefully, if he watched this podcast, hopefully he could get it where I break it down.
He was supposed to have been on a phone interview this week.
Damn, so I forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just like, for instance, okay, we talk about, you got Pepsi, you got Coca-Cola, you got, all these different entities, you know what I'm saying, that are in position. And we don't know how they got to their position. You know what I mean? But I will say this. Even if you had the best fucking drink ever fucking produced, and you produced it in your kitchen, you produced this shit in your fucking kitchen, the best shit ever, nobody would ever know about it except for you and the people around you, unless you had the resources to push it out to the masses. This is the dilemma. This is why you have perceived dominance. You see what I'm saying? Because you could also, at the same token, you could have a mediocre drink. Like your drink it's okay, but it's not Pepsi, it's not Coke.
But it'll do.
But it'll do.
Yeah.
But if you got the resources, you can still put it out to the masses and make millions.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying.
Well, you got a point.
My man, he told his son it was on a movie. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the name of the movie is. Should I tell him?
You can.
Huh?
It don't matter.
I don't want y'all to know what I be watching.
You want them to guess it? Guess the movie.
Y'all can guess the movie?
Guess it.
And anyway, the boy was like, hey, Dad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna make it. I got talent. And he was like, boy, what I tell you about that talent shit? He said, talent don't make money. Money makes money. And that's the motherfucking truth. The truest shit I ever heard.
That was like, I don't know. It's like I heard it for the first time in that movie as many times as I watched it.
Yeah, that was my first time really it registered with me too.
And I looked at you, I was like, oh,
I think we looked at each other. I was
like that's some.
Yeah. Cause if you ain't living that shit, it ain't gonna register with you. But when you living it and you see it and you like shit,
they asses be putting some shit in there for you. You just gotta catch it.
Definitely. So you for talent don't mean shit. Money makes money. Talent don't make money. Period.
That is very true.
So yeah, man, that shit was kind of. It was amazing once I did those numbers. I'm gonna give you another scenario. This shit gonna blow your motherfucking mind right here too. This shit gonna blow your motherfucking top. Peep the game. Here we go. It's a few years ago, right? I would say about 7 years ago. I don't know what went down. I don't know what happened. But somehow they pried P-R-Y. The past tense of pry. I don't even want to fuck it up, the spelling. What's the past tense of P-R-I-E-D? They pried Bilbo. They pried my dad.
What the fuck are you But anyway.
Peep the game.
Okay.
They pried him out of Mississippi and they got him in Milwaukee. So he went to visit my sister in Milwaukee. You know he don't really go nowhere. But he went up there to visit them for some, I don't know, it was something. It might have been a funeral or something. I don't know. But anyway, he was at my sister's house. He was in Milwaukee. And so my sister's husband, Sidney, him and my dad, they was out for a ride. You know, so my dad, he old school and shit. But anyway, they was out riding. And so they was in Milwaukee and they rode by the lake. And you know the lake, the Great Lakes, you could see like number water, miles. And it was like miles and miles of boats, like boat after boat after boat. Couple yachts out there, you know what I'm saying? Big boats, speed boats, all types of shit, nice shit. You know what I'm saying? And he told me, he said he asked Sidney, all them boats out there, you know what I'm saying? He was like, how many boats you think the black people got out there? Sidney looked at him, he was like, probably not one. And I said, ain't that some shit? When he said that shit, I was like, whoa. And this is fucking Milwaukee. This is a city.
But when you say that, is it because we don't buy boats?
Like, if niggas had money, they would buy boats, I'm sure.
You think so?
Fuck yeah, what you mean?
So you don't think it's no nigga that can buy a boat?
I'm not saying it's not no nigga that could buy a boat. We know niggas can buy a boat.
I just think they might not have had a boat out there because we don't buy boats.
Fuck. No. Fuck out of here.
It's my opinion.
Motherfuckers like Jay-Z and Puff Daddy, them niggas got yachts. What you mean niggas don't buy boats?
Okay, well, no niggas in Milwaukee want to buy a boat in Milwaukee. I don't know.
You gotta what you gotta realize is the reason why he said that. He said that.
I know, but still.
But you can't sit up there and say.
I'm sure it's a nigga in Milwaukee with boat money.
What you gotta realize is, of course, is just like we said, the 100,000 versus the 900,000. Of course, it's a nigga with a boat. We get that, but the fact that it was even a question, it had to be something there. You see what I'm saying? So we know it's some niggas got boats. You got fucking ball players and everything in Milwaukee. So we know it's a couple niggas with boats. But we talking about like average people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many. But you know, you got average white people, they got boats and fucking trailers and all type of shit. I give you another scenario. Chris Rock. And I know you heard this, and I know people out here, they listen to this shit. He said that he live in a neighborhood. He said he rich. He said he live in a nice neighborhood. He said, and he a comedian. He said he's like one of the best comedians in the world. He stayed in his neighborhood. He said some black people stay there. He said like Jay-Z stay there. I don't know if he said Jay-Z or I'm just using him for example, but he did say some musicians stayed there and they was like one of the best musicians in the world. And they was black. And he said that who else he said stayed there? Was it Oprah?
I don't know.
He said that, and she was one of the, top female entertainers
if you're gonna
in the world.
Repeat something,
shut the fuck up. This is my goddamn fucking story. I ain't seen this shit in a long time.
Well, then don't repeat it if you
I'm
can't
repeating
remember.
this shit. God damn it, you understand what the fuck I'm saying? Hell.
Yes, and then the white people is Dennis, and they're not even the best. Yeah, we get it.
And he said that, his neighbor that was white is a fucking dentist. He said not the best fucking dentist in the world, just a regular dentist. And he was, and that shit made sense because you gotta think about it. The black people that stayed in that neighborhood were the best at what they fucking do. They was like at the top. You see what I'm saying?
It's comedy.
It was comedy, but it was some truth to that shit.
Could have been. I agree.
No, it had to be some truth to that shit.
Could have been.
What?
Some truth to it.
I do believe what he was saying was possibly true.
What the fuck is... You don't see these Spider-Man kids coming across here?
I see the kids.
What the fuck?
I'm so embarrassed right now. Really, like, I literally, like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. See, that's why we normally do the show at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Because these motherfuckers is ill.
Why you embarrassed?
What the fuck was this shit? What was that? The fuck out of here with this shit.
You know what? Don't do my kids.
Shit, they trying to do me.
Next.
Man, okay, so we watched this movie, man.
My allergies.
When They See Us. It's Netflix movie. It was like a 4-part series.
You ain't watched, but
I ain't watched, but like the last one. Shit, I'm not fist. Like, I didn't even want to watch the shit at the beginning. Cause I've seen that shit a million times before.
You ain't seen that.
Seen it? I lived it. What the fuck is you talking about? Shit. Shit, nigga, till this day.
You right.
To this day, nigga. I live that shit. But the thing is, with this whole shit, and we could tie this shit into what we were saying earlier too. It's about the economy, the economic situation that people find themselves in. There's no fault of their own. It's just, you can't control, who your parents are, or you can't control where you were born at, that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? And so, what?
Okay, go.
Boy, you better take your ass to the bed. Go to sleep. Close that door. Close that door. About to get a whoop. You damn kids. All right, so.
Okay, go.
When they see us, like, you can't control where you were born at and all that. So you born into, and so like I said, it goes back to what we were saying, the economy. Mm-hmm. Like, and it ain't about race. It's about economics. Because if the black kids that were done that way, if their parents were not poor, they would have got out of that situation. You see what I'm saying? But because they were poor, they didn't have nothing to fight with. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a done deal.
I don't know.
No, definitely. Okay. So where were they at? They were in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So those kids were in New York, and this shit happened in, what year was it based in? Like the 80s? Or was it like the early 90s? Say early 90s. Let's say early 90s, 80s. All right. So, let's just say, for instance, one of the kids was early 90s, New York.
I think it was 80s.
Okay. Late 80s, New York. New York Knicks, Patrick Ewing's son. One of the boys was Patrick Ewing's son. Do you think he get done that way? Patrick Ewing, he was making a couple of million a year at that time. I don't think so. I think he lawyers up. I think, with him being Patrick Ewing, I think this whole shit is not what it is.
I mean, maybe not Patrick Ewing, but
anybody who had money, I don't think that shit happens.
What about middle class?
No, middle class is not money. Middle class is just a step away from poor. They live in check to check.
Not necessarily.
What you mean? Okay, so you mean middle class like 100,000?
Like, not check to check.
Well,
check to check is not middle class.
To be honest, everybody is living check to check, though, but really, even rich people. But what I'm saying is, okay, even if the middle class, the point is they had enough money to help alleviate some of the pain, some of the heartache, some of the shit that transpired. They was able to help alleviate it to some degree, if not completely. Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I do see what you're saying, but I don't know. Because it was a lady on there that kind of snatched her child and suited up with a lawyer, but her child still ended up in that shit.
Her child still ended up in it?
Yes.
How did he come out?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, like, what was his outcome? Was it? How long
All
did
of
he?
them went to.
I know they all went to jail.
I don't.
How long
remember.
did he stay? Because I know that one kid stayed in longer than everybody. I think it was because his age.
It wasn't him. That's not the one. It was the Muslim.
The Muslim kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, she snatched him up and got a lawyer.
Like everybody else was still
with a public
being
defender
interrogated.
And yeah, she snatched him up, got a lawyer. And we get that. Yeah, she snatched him up, got a lawyer.
But he still.
Yeah, and it was a witch hunt. I get it. And he still, went to jail. But at the same time, you got to look at her money. You got to look at her money. You got to look at what she was able to afford when it came to the attorney that she bought. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. But you got to think, let's say if she had and she was worth some millions and she spent money on a defense for her son.
I mean, that's
different.
Think
but that's what we saying. We talking about the economy. We talking about your economics was bringing you in or out of a situation, and not necessarily your skin color. But ultimately, your skin color is the reason why you're in an economic situation to begin with. Because like I said, the money flows down through white people first. And so there you have it. And even in the political arena, like all the judges mostly white, right? You know what I'm saying? Lawyers, same, mostly white. So you just going through this whole little synopsis over and over again.
Well,
and then you have this cultural bias thing that we talked about before. And based on this movie, you see a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And so when just like it's a disconnect. If you say something, right? You get mad, you get angry, or you just have an emotion. But you're talking to somebody white, they automatically go to, I'm being threatened. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That type of shit. That's the difference in how they see, you know what I'm saying, black people. Yeah. So the cultural biasness that goes on, I'm going to give you another example. For instance, Martin Lawrence, the show Martin, it comes on every day, every night now. They got him on a rotation on TV. So, we get to see Martin every day, and we get to laugh and joke with old Marty Marr. You know what I'm saying? So here's the cultural bias example. Martin, one of his lines is, "I'm about to blow up." You know what I'm saying? When he say that, if a white person see it, they literally like, "Oh, he's about to blow up something." They don't get it. You see what I'm saying? That's the cultural biasness.
Yes, I mean, I get it. We've had discussions about that, but a white person can say the same thing and they don't hear it the same.
Exactly.
I got a
That's the
problem
cultural
with
bias. They don't hear it the same.
Exactly, but don't say, oh, this black kid is about to blow up something. But this one, he just needs a little help. He needs a little medicine.
Exactly. That's exactly what they see. Either that or they bullshitting.
That's what it is.
They're probably bullshitting. Cause you gotta realize, man, like them motherfuckers be plotting on shit,
scheming
for years.
Straight out the womb, they scheming.
They plot for years. I can't do it. I can't be thinking ahead that far. They be thinking like 20 years down the road. Shit, fuck all that.
Whatever.
But yeah, it's a cultural biasness that goes on in this country where, you know, people don't really understand the culture and some of the terms and terminology and the different things, you know what I'm saying, that black people do. And then they don't have an open mind about it either. And I'm not saying everybody, not all white people, but you know, you can see it in general terms. You can see it. Yo.
Well.
But the way to diffuse that and to offset that is to not to jump to conclusions when it comes to, you know, other cultures. It's best to kind of just, you know, kind of stay neutral until you really see what the fuck going on.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
I know it may not. But this is the world that we living in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had kind of 2 weeks on that, and I kind of tried to break it down as far as like the whole systematic way that the economy is passed down from person to person. You know what I'm saying? So it goes from person to person, and then by the time it gets to black people, you know, a lot of the white people that already had certain, you know, trickle down, and so that's why they got more boats.
Well.
That's why they got more boats. So there you have it, people. Spit another episode of the Pulling Cards Podcast, number 17. We appreciate y'all listening, man. I hope y'all got a little insight, and I hope y'all had a little fun. I appreciate it, man. Go get that Clean Up Boys right now. It's on all streaming platforms. Download it, stream it, add it to your playlist, make videos to it, dance to it. Do it. That's what we doing, man. It's Clean Up Boys with Rock D and Triple Beam. Y'all make sure y'all go and check that out for me. With that being said, you got anything? Nothing? Nothing?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Really?
Yes.
All right, well, go and close it out for me. Close this show out. Let's Sharonda close it out. She ready to go.
Wait, what do you say?
What?
What do you normally say?
You know what I say.
This is the Pulling Cards Podcast. I'm your host with the most. We out. Shit, I don't know.
You did.
Yeah, that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Flight 2998 bound for Atlanta, Georgia. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely. All electronic devices should now be turned off and stowed as they may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication systems.
Flight team, say hello to the flight team.
We don't even know it, and she ain't never seen it. We them clean up boys and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean to clean it. He don't even know it, and she ain't never seen it. We them clean up boys and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean, can you swing it? Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. watch me wing it, I'ma wing it. Rock did a legend, do this shit, they never did it, but they so bitch made it. They never admitted out the motherfucking part that pussy, yeah, I hit it with the dick and with the mic that let it serve good with it. I'm in it to win it, finish shit if I begin it. For enough cash money, I can beat it in a minute. It's the leader of the game, the immortal cash play.
If you blowing like pigs, spit not past that.
To me, I'm my nigga big ass, daddy fat sacks. Yeah, we out here, hold like you
Candace ass crack.
Go to chasing all day, then get to counting all night. She told me come home on sofa, told her she be alright. Haven't seen her in a week, and I'm high in the kite. She went to assin' and my cheating. Look, I got an early flight. I threw a picture up on Instagram. Bitches be like I'm getting richer, nigga. Yes, I am. Under street light, yeah.
Flight team. Say hello to the flight team.
He don't even know it, no. She ain't never seen it. We done clean up boys, and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean to clean it. He don't even know it, no. She ain't never seen it. We done clean up boys, and we came here to clean it. Bitch, I mean to can you swing it? Watch me wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Watch me wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Can you swing it? Watch me wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it. Watch me wing it. Watch me wing it. I'ma wing it.
The fight team, leave you messing like the fight scene. This shit is hot, melt the track like some ice cream. Now the shit all sticky. Strippers fall in love with me. Spit